Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today, I have a special treat for you. I'm going to tell you about 3 terrifying lost at night horror stories. Are you ready to get scared? Let's begin. The first story is about the Whispering Woods. In the heart of the ancient forest, shrouded in mist and legend, lay the Whispering Woods. A place where time seemed to stand still, and the air carried the weight of unspoken secrets. It was here that Anna, a curious and brave young woman, found herself as dusk approached, her compass spinning wildly, unable to find true north. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the woods began to murmur. At first, Anna thought it was the wind, but the whispers grew louder, more insistent, forming words she couldn't quite understand. She tried to retrace her steps, but the path behind her had vanished, swallowed by the encroaching darkness. The whispers guided her deeper into the woods, promising safety and warmth. But with each step, the temperature dropped, and the forest grew denser. Shadows danced between the trees, and Anna felt eyes upon her, though she was alone. She came upon a clearing where the moonlight couldn't penetrate the thick canopy above. In the center stood an ancient oak, its branches twisted like writhing serpents. The whispers crescendoed into a cacophony of voices, all speaking at once, urging her to come closer. Anna, driven by a force she couldn't resist, approached the tree. The ground beneath her feet felt alive, pulsing with an unseen heartbeat. As she reached out to touch the bark, the voices fell silent. The forest held its breath. The moment her fingers grazed the tree, the world shifted. The ground opened up, and she fell through the earth into a realm of perpetual twilight. The Whispering Woods had claimed another soul, and Anna's voice joined the eternal chorus, forever bound to the ancient oak. And so, the legend grew, and the Whispering Woods waited, hungry for the next wayward traveler to heed its call. The second story is about the never-ending road. In the heart of an ancient forest, shrouded in mist and forgotten by time, there lay a road known to the locals as the never-ending road. Legend had it that whoever set foot upon this path was doomed to wander its length forever, for the road had a malevolent will of its own. The story begins with a curious traveler named Alex, who, despite the warnings, decided to seek out this mysterious road. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of crimson and gold, Alex found the entrance to the road, marked by an archaic stone gate, its surface etched with runes that seemed to writhe in the fading light. With a deep breath, Alex stepped onto the road, and instantly, the air grew colder, the mist thicker, and the forest around him fell silent. The road stretched out endlessly before him, its path winding and twisting into the unknown. As he walked, the night grew darker, and the trees seemed to lean in, whispering secrets in a language long forgotten. Hours turned into days, or so it seemed, for time had no meaning on the never-ending road. Alex's initial determination turned to desperation as he realized he could not find his way back. The road had claimed him, just as the legends foretold. One night, under a moonless sky, Alex encountered a figure cloaked in shadows, its eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. It spoke in a voice that echoed from the very depths of the earth, offering Alex a deal, his soul in exchange for escape from the road's eternal grasp. Torn between an eternity of wandering and the unknown fate that awaited him, Alex made his choice. But as soon as the words left his lips, the figure vanished, and the road began to crumble beneath his feet, revealing an abyss that swallowed him whole. They say that on quiet nights, when the mist is just right, you can still hear Alex's voice on the wind, a haunting reminder of the never-ending road and its insatiable hunger for the souls of the curious and the brave. The third story is about the shadow of the moon. In the quiet town of Linares, nestled between the whispering pines and the serene lake, the townsfolk spoke in hushed tones about the shadow of the moon. It was said that on nights when the moon was at its fullest, a shadow darker than the deepest abyss would stretch across the land, swallowing light and hope alike. The legend told of an ancient entity, bound to the lunar cycles, that emerged from the dark side of the moon. It sought to claim the souls of those who wandered alone at night, leaving behind only a chilling silence and an unexplainable coldness in the air. One such night, a young man named Eli, driven by curiosity in the thrill of the unknown, ventured into the woods. The moon hung heavy and bright above, casting an eerie glow on the path ahead. As the clock struck midnight, a sudden chill descended, and the world around Eli dimmed as if a cloud had passed over the moon. But there were no clouds that night. Eli turned to retreat, but found his path blocked by an impenetrable darkness. The shadow of the moon had found him. It whispered promises of eternal night and secrets of the cosmos, but at a price, his very essence. Paralyzed by fear, Eli could feel the cold tendrils of shadow curling around his heart. In a desperate bid for freedom, Eli remembered the old tales his grandmother used to tell him. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a piece of silver, a family heirloom, and held it high. The purity of the metal, blessed by the light of 1,000 moons, pierced the darkness. The shadow recoiled, releasing its grip on Eli and the world around him. As the shadow retreated, the moon's light returned, stronger and more brilliant than before. Eli, with newfound respect for the legends of old, made his way back to Linares, where he would share his tale as a warning to those who dared to challenge the shadow of the moon. And so, the people of Linares never forgot the night when the darkness came alive, and they learned to cherish the light of the moon, for it was their protector against the shadows that lurked just beyond sight. These are just one of the many ghost stories. There are many more out there, waiting to be discovered and told. Do you have any ghost stories of your own? Share them in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more spooky content. Until next time, stay safe and stay curious. Bye.